We are 9 minutes here into the 2 o'clock hour. We got a beautiful day here in Nashville, Tennessee. And we got Caleb Lee Hutchinson here in the Valid Music Studio. How's it going today, man?
It's going very good. Very honored to be here.
Oh, well, we're grateful to have you here. We've been playing your song Silverado a whole lot on Lightning 100. And you brought me a vinyl copy for those. We're on volume.com/lightning100 if you want to see it. And you brought me the vinyl version, which this is beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's a gorgeous vinyl. If you don't like the songs, you'll at least like the cover of that record.
If you don't like this,
it's still good to look at.
Yeah, if you ever do you have a vinyl collection at all? You got any?
I do. Yeah.
Any vinyl? So sometimes you're looking through the used bin and the artwork. It's like, okay, I'll try this.
There's plenty of times I just pick out something that looks good on the wall.
Yeah. Well, we're grateful to have you here today. We got Caleb Lee Hutchinson in the Valid Music Studio. It's gonna be this Saturday night. He is headlining The Basement. Ben Wagner's gonna get things rolling. Doors are at 8:30. Show starts at 9. 21 and over show over at thebasementnashville.com. How excited are you for this show, man?
Very, very excited. We've just been rehearsing and ironing it out, and I think if anyone's seen me before, this one's going to be different because this time it'll be good. So we're very excited about that. If you've seen me before and it was okay, get ready for okayer. It's going to be something. We have to see you there.
Gonna take it to the next level. Okay, so we were just talking about how it must be hard for bands that don't live in the same town together to have time to practice, and sometimes they're out there doing it on the road. But it sounds like maybe you've been having some time to do some practice.
I've been forcing the boys to come over and play these songs.
So you live here in the Nashville, Tennessee area, and the band must as well. Did you get this together with folks already all living here?
Yeah. Everybody's local to Nashville, and it's no secret there's a really great musician community here, and I've been very, very fortunate to play with some really great people.
Nice. Well, awesome. Well, we're happy to have you here, and I'm excited to hear. Now, this is a stripped down acoustic. We don't have a band here. If you're looking at volume.com, you've already seen it is just Caleb Lee Hutchinson here in the studio. But on Saturday at the Basement, you're going to have the full band. Is it a 4-piece, or what do you got?
Yeah, it'll be a 4-piece, and I'll be playing the guitar as well, doing a little electric action. It's going to be fun. Nice.
Okay, well, this is a song listeners would be familiar with, but it's the stripped-down acoustic version. It's from the record Southern Galactic, which I imagine you'll have some of these at the merch table out at the show.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yes, these beautiful vinyls. Numbered, too. There's only a few.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Where do you find the number on this one?
Bottom left there. We made 500 of them.
Okay. So I got 260, so that seems like
it's a lucky number.
Like a pretty good number here on the 23rd of October.
Exactly.
All right. Well, let's hear it. This is Caleb Lee Hutchinson and Silverado live, stripped down acoustic on Lightning 100.
I think I love the way you taunt me, but don't just throw me away. I kinda like the way you haunt me. It's Halloween every day. Don't wanna waste another moment. Girl, I want you today. I wanna take you for a ride in my 4-wheel drive. If you wanna get high, let me help you climb in the passenger side of mine. My Silverado tonight. I wouldn't hit it if you told me. Let's put this thing in 5th gear. I'm revving high when you hold me. Make it hard for me to steer. So let's pull off and watch the sunset, climb into my truck bed and unwind. I wanna take you for a ride in my 4-wheel drive. If you wanna get high, let me help you climb in the passenger side of mine. A Silverado tonight. This kind of bed don't have to be made. What more can I say? If you're ready to play, I can lay you down in my Chevrolet. I wanna take you for a ride in my four-wheel drive. If you wanna get high, let me help you climb in the passenger side of mine. A Silverado tonight.
Lightning 100, Caleb Lee Hutchinson live here in the Valid Music Studio. We are live on our volume.com/lightning100 channel if you want to take a peek into our tiny studio. Is this your first time here, Caleb Lee Hutchinson?
It's my first time here. Long-time listener, first-time visitor. So I'm
all right.
Very happy.
Well, well, welcome in. Saturday night, he's headlining The Basement. And it's going to be Ben Wagner getting the show started at 9 o'clock, 21 and over, thebasementnashville.com. So tell us a little bit about your story and how you ended up here in Nashville. Just from talking to you, it feels like you've been here for at least a little bit.
Yeah. I moved here in 2018, or very end of 2018.
Okay, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
You know, Nashville time, it runs different.
We've grown, I know,
Yeah.
and we've grown a lot since then.
Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah, it's you know, I still don't feel like a local, but you know, I like being everywhere. So it's I love being here in Nashville. It's of all the music community places to live, it's a great city, and I'm not too far from home either, so it's nice.
Yeah, well, I feel like if you live somewhere for a while, then you kind of are local there. So
Yeah.
in some ways, you are local here in Nashville.
I know all the good spots to eat.
There
for
you
sure.
go. Okay,
Yeah.
so where are you local elsewhere? Where are you local?
I'm from Dallas, Georgia. I now reside in the beautiful neighborhood of Hermitage. It's really great. I could tell you all about Nadine's. No, it's a great spot, and it's been really cool. I feel like, oddly, when I first moved here, I lived downtown, and now that I'm a little bit outside, I feel like I'm out more than I was. But I also was 19 when I moved here, so I couldn't go anywhere anyway. I lived in a prime spot and had nothing to show for it. It made no sense.
What's crazy is, you know, I was sitting here listening to you sing and kind of shutting my eyes and just hearing your voice. Which feels like, you know, the voice of a 40-year-old, not someone who moved here when they were a teenager. And
Thank you. Yeah, I pretty much sounded the same way since I was 13, 14. And, you know, it was cool when I was young. People go, you sound like a grown-up. And now, it's like, you sound like you sound. So, but no, I appreciate
you've
the
grown
40.
into your voice.
I would say 40-year-olds are typically better singers than 25-year-olds, so I take it as a massive compliment.
There we go. And I feel like probably next time you're here, we won't talk about this, but I do want to this time, just because it's an interesting thing for me, is that you were part of American Idol.
Yeah. Fresh out of high school.
Yeah, so you must have been so young. How old were you when you auditioned?
I was 18.
Okay.
Yeah, it was right out of high school. I graduated, and you know, me and my dad were talking, and he's like, what are you going to do with your life? And I was like, well, I want to do music. And where I'm from, I didn't know anybody else growing up, really, who played music that was my age, so I had no hope of, like, getting in a band or anything. And, you know, I wanted to move to Nashville and, you know, just work here and try to meet people. And then one day my dad was just like, hey, Idol's coming back. I saw it on Facebook. Let's go do this audition. If you do it, then, you know, it'll buy you some time to figure things out anyway. So I really just did it on a whim, and
You have to stand in line for forever?
We did open calls in Piedmont Park, Atlanta, and it was the middle of the summer. And I'm like, oh, I'm a country singer, so I better wear jeans and boots. By the way, if I can contribute anything to this town, you know, at some point I want shorts to be an option for all people.
There we go.
I'm telling you, my calves deserve the spotlight.
I love that. And so, you know, had you watched the show at all? Like, was it kind of surreal to be a part of it like that?
It was strange. You know, I watched it as a kid, but this was the first season back. So it was kind of a, you know, obviously I love and endorse the institution of American Idol, but it was kind of a risk, you know, because it'd been gone for a few years and wasn't sure if it'd be some big sensational thing or just kind of a nothing. So I went, and frankly, by the time I got involved in the process, I just made so many friends, many of which I'm still friends with to this day. So I kind of forgot that it was some big, scary competition show. It was more like I'm hanging out with my friends, and then once a week I have to go sing a song. So it was pretty nice. Yeah.
Well, you kind of kickstarted your whole career.
Yeah.
And here you are, like six years.
Yeah, 6-7 years now. So
later.
Yes, and Father Time has not been kind. Let me tell you. These knees. My knee popped earlier so loud I thought it would glow. You know what I mean?
25. Caleb Lee Hutchinson hanging out with us here in the Ballad Music Studio. He's going to be at the Basement East this Saturday. So, yeah, was Nashville what you hoped and thought it would be when you got here?
Yeah, I think so. You know, you kind of, I came here on vacation, you know, as a kid. I think I was like 13, and my dad took me to the Opry and saw the Ryman, walked down Broadway, and once I kind of saw that, and I didn't really have any super big expectations other than the obvious, like Music City, the stars are everywhere. I'm going to see Keith Urban at Whole Foods. This is going to be crazy. But I think the biggest thing for Nashville for me when I'm telling people about it, it's probably like any other place. It's just the people I know here are so great, and the community here is really awesome. And it's been really cool to kind of find my spot and get embraced by folks that I look up to. It's been pretty surreal.
Yeah, it's a welcoming town, and pretty much most people are from somewhere else.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's not a big deal to move here.
And everybody's a music nerd. You know, in high school, and all I could talk about is music, and everybody's like, "What are you talking about? You heard of the radio?" You know. And it's really cool just to like be surrounded by people who know more music than me and getting exposed to stuff that I probably wouldn't have got, you know, just back at home. So it's great.
Well, tell us about how you have a song on a deluxe issue of Remo Drive in their record, and they did. It looks like you're both credited on the song, so you got to perform this song that was their song, and it's on their album now. Yeah,
it's on their deluxe. They had 4 of their friends, all kind of different genres, do different versions of their songs. And it was really, really cool to be asked to do it. You know, I'm kind of the only sort of country-ish person on there, and I think it worked out really well. I'm a huge fan of Remo Drive. I found him in high school. Connected with them over the pandemic. We reached out to them via Instagram or whatever, and both of those guys are just so cool, so sweet. I was so humbled and honored that they asked me to do it. And then they let me do a music video, and they came down and were in the video. So awesome. I'm like, man, I had your poster on my wall, dude. I had a shrine for you in my closet that I was hiding from my parents. And now we're staying at the same Airbnb. You know, it's wild.
That's amazing. Well, would you mind playing a stripped down acoustic version of that song?
I'd be honored.
This is Caleb Lee Hutchinson doing the Basement this Saturday, and an acoustic version of White Dress on Lightning 100.
My baby wants a white dress and a husband to go with it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that she's looking at me. I guess I don't know who else it would be. See, it's not like I don't wanna, it's just the store's fresh out of my suit. And there's no other place on earth that's weaving vegan fleece. And the grooms wear on the cheap. Well, okay, I might be hiding from something. It's not like forever is promised or nothing, now is it? And you don't want to sell a gently used ring or figure out who gets fired or which days now, do ya? Come on, do ya? So don't look at me like that, it's not like I'm running away. And I got no agenda, but I'm neglecting to say I don't want to keep you unwed into the grave. No, I just need a minute, just 1 minute, babe. Babe, babe, oh babe. She asks what's the hold up, if you really think you're gonna. What changes between now and some distant day? Well, to be honest, it might look like nothing. See, I guitared myself up falsely and affect manhood expertly. A handsome smile, charming toast, camera flash. Wouldn't you rather it not be an act? So what's the big deal if I'm frightened of something? It's not like forever is promised or nothing, now is it? And you don't want to sell a gently used ring or figure out who gets fired or which days now, do you? Come on, do you? Oh, so don't look at me like that, it's not like I'm running away. And I got no agenda, but I'm neglecting to say I don't want to keep you unwed into the grave. No, I just need a minute, just 1 minute, babe. Babe, oh babe.
Lightning 100, Caleb Lee Hutchinson, live here in the Valid Music Studio. It is going to be on Saturday. We get to see him out at the Basement, 1604 8th Avenue South. Ben Wagner kicking off the show. Doors at 8:30. Music starts at 9. 21 and over at the Basement, Nashville.com. Get tickets while you can. And if you're out at the show, sounds like going to have a few copies of Southern Galactic out there if you want to pick that up. And man, I'm so grateful that you made it over to the station today. First time after all these years living here.
Yeah, first time, and truly I can't thank you enough, A, for having me, and B, for playing Silverado. It's really, 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 really cool. I can't express.
Yeah, hey man, it sounds great. So easy to play. Keep giving us great songs. We'll keep playing them.
I'll do my best.
Sounds like a deal.
Yes, sir.
You got anything else on the horizon for the rest of this year? You're going to get back in the studio? You're writing more music?
Yeah, we're writing constantly. I left to write to come here. And really excited about the direction that we're headed. You can find me on all the stuff at Caleb Lee Music, and of course CalebLeeHutchinson.com for all things Caleb Lee Hutchinson.
Got a few Instagram followers, I noticed.
Just
quarter mil.
When you look
no
like
big
this,
thing.
This
that's
face.
what it is. Yeah.
If I could just get them to listen and see past this gorgeous frame I have.
Well, I think you've got a few that have done that, and we're excited about heading out to the Basement this Saturday for Caleb Lee Hutchinson. Thanks for coming in today, man.
Thank you for having me.